The B-2 Spirit bomber is an aircraft that no missile can shoot down, no matter how hard anyone tries. While it looks as large as a football field to the eye, on enemy radar, it appears no bigger than a fly. No matter how complex the radar system, the B-2 evades detection effortlessly. Costing $2 billion, it is the most expensive aircraft ever built. Unlike other jets, it is not only silent, but also dodges heat-seeking and infrared-guided missiles with ease. This is a plane that could reshape the world's map. But the real mystery is, how does a 52-meter-wide aircraft stay invisible to radar? What secret technology has America hidden for 37 years? The incident that humiliated America. The B-2's origin traces back to an event that left the U.S. red-faced. On May 1, 1960, a U.S. Lockheed U-2 spy plane took off from Pakistan's Peshawar Air Base on a CIA mission to surveil the Soviet Union during the Cold War, a fierce tech rivalry between the two superpowers. The U.S. believed the U-2, flying at 70,000 feet, was untouchable. No Soviet missile could reach that altitude. But when the plane entered Soviet airspace, their radar spotted it immediately. The Soviets scrambled jets and fired missiles, but hitting such a high target seemed impossible, until they launched the S-75 Divina missile. The U.S. knew of this missile but assumed it couldn't reach the U-2. They were wrong. The S-75 struck the U-2 at 80,000 feet with brutal precision. The plane crashed near Sverdlovsk, and the pilot ejected. The U.S. initially claimed it was a weather research plane, but when the Soviets displayed the captured pilot and spy equipment, global humiliation followed. The stealth bomber's birth. This failure forced the U.S. to rethink. The USSR upgraded its air defenses, while America pursued radar invisibility. By 1976, the USSR had missiles like the S-300, capable of hitting targets 100 kilometers away. A U.S. Air Force journal conceded, sending a B-52 into Soviet airspace was like trying to hit a fly with a stone. The B-2 Spirit, master of stealth. In 1978, the U.S. launched the Advanced Technology Bomber program, demanding a plane that could strike the USSR undetected. The result was the B-2 Spirit, which flew in 1989 but was unveiled only in 1997. Its secrets: 1. No tail, no detection. The B-2's smooth, wing-only design scatters radar waves unpredictably. Traditional tails reflect radar like mirrors, but the B-2 has none. 2. Radar-absorbing coating. A classified material absorbs radar signals instead of reflecting them. 3. Microscopic signature. Its radar cross-section is 0.0001 square meters, like spotting a fly in the sky. For scale, a B-52 appears as a two-bedroom apartment on radar. An F-15 looks like a small room. A JF-17 resembles a single bed. A Rafale shows up as a large pillow. The B-2 Spirit remains the pinnacle of stealth, a ghost in the skies. The B-2 Spirit bomber, the ultimate stealth aircraft. Despite being 10 times larger than other jets, the B-2 bomber appears no bigger than a fly on radar. This groundbreaking technology, known as stealth, was pioneered by the B-2. But its capabilities go beyond radar evasion. The B-2 can also deceive infrared and heat-seeking missiles. Normally, air defense systems use infrared surveillance to detect the heat signature of jet engines. However, the B-2's engines are hidden inside its body, and its exhaust is cooled by mixing with outside air before release. While a conventional jet might be detected by infrared systems from 100 kilometers away, the B-2 remains invisible until it's within 10 kilometers, and even then, it rarely flies low enough to be spotted. High-altitude dominance. The B-2 can fly at 50,000 feet, 15,000 meters, making it nearly impossible for infrared systems to detect it. At this altitude, the thinner air reduces drag, improving fuel efficiency and allowing the bomber to cover 11,000 kilometers on a single tank. Electronic countermeasures, ECM. The true stealth weapon. What truly makes the B-2 a stealth bomber is its electronic countermeasures, ECM system. This advanced technology, 1. Detects enemy radar frequencies. 2. Jams them by sending false signals, making the B-2 appear in 20 different locations on radar, while it's actually in just one. 3. Modifies and reflects radar signals, tricking enemies into thinking it's noise or an error. Design and materials. The B-2's body is made of carbon graphite composite materials, assembled with Swiss watch-like precision. Its internal weapons bay carries GPS-guided bombs, B-83 nuclear bombs, AGM-158 JASSM stealth cruise missiles. The bay's doors close seamlessly mid-flight to maintain stealth. Unmatched range and missions. The B-2 can fly from the US to Russia and back without refueling. With mid-air refueling, it can strike anywhere in the world. Notable missions include Afghanistan War, 2001. Flew 9,500 kilometers from Missouri, dropped bombs, and returned, only needing one mid-air refueling during its 45-hour flight. Operation Allied Force, 1999. Bombed Serbia undetected. Iraq War, 2003. And Libya, 2011. Precision strikes without radar detection. All-weather, autonomous operation. The B-2 can fly in any condition using stars for navigation if GPS fails. Its terrain-following cameras make it the world's best obstacle avoidance aircraft. Flight stability and computer control. With no tail or elevators, the B-2 relies on an advanced flight computer to adjust roll and pitch. Pilots only give commands. The computer handles the rest. Cost and maintenance. Only 21 B-2s were ever built, each costing $2 billion, more than the GDP of some nations. Operating costs are staggering. $150,000 per hour in fuel, versus $10,000 for commercial jets. Post-flight soft wash and reapplication of stealth coating after every mission. Full-body inspections to ensure no dents or scratches compromise stealth. Even a tiny dent can make it detectable. Conclusion. The B-2 Spirit remains the world's most advanced stealth bomber. A ghost in the sky, invisible to radar, infrared,